feel that we live in a crazy world? Do you ever feel that the way we do things doesn't make any sense? Shocking article, read here. And this gets a lot of people to click. You can also start your own group. And this is very easy to do too. You click on groups and create a group. And there are mainly two benefits of having your own group. This is something I put for my own group. And at the very top of the group page, I was promoting this free Twitter marketing webinar. And also the most exciting thing is that you can send an announcement, which is basically an email, to all and every one of your group members with just a couple of clicks. So if you have a group and it has about 5,000 members, you can reach 5,000 people by just hitting a couple of by just clicking a couple of times. This is really exciting. Let's talk about how you can find people on LinkedIn using the advanced search feature. You can search by a lot of different things. You can search by keywords. You can search people in a given location. You can search for only CEOs or people who work only in the aviation industry or whatever you want. I mean, this will narrow down your search quite a bit, and I love this tool. For example, I like playing tennis, and something I do is I find people in Portland, that's where I live, Portland, Oregon, with the keywords tennis in their profiles. So I mean, that gives me something in common. And I meet with these people. Sometimes I play tennis, and sometimes we grab coffee. And again, there's no agenda. I just really enjoy getting out there, meeting people. And sometimes, they end up being clients, or they end up referring business to me. But sometimes we end up just being, good friends. And sometimes not even that. I mean, we just have a coffee and that's it. But I mean, it's very rewarding, and it's a really good way to use social media marketing. Remember, it's not about the websites. It's not about the LinkedIn website. It's about the people behind each of the accounts. Tactic number 9, answer questions. Very few people know that LinkedIn has a really cool Q&A platform. You have to go to more and then answers. And you can ask any question you want. You can ask legal questions, tax-related questions, marketing questions, sales questions, whatever you have on your mind you can ask. And a lot of very knowledgeable people will help you out. I mean, it's really, really awesome. And not only that, but you can actually answer questions and position yourself as an authority in your field. I do this all the time. You just have to click on answer questions and see all the questions people are asking. And you can actually filter by those topics you really know a lot about. And just go ahead and answer the questions you find. The tactic number 10 is to promote an event. So by event, I mean, it could be a webinar, a conference, it could be a fundraiser, whatever it is. It's really easy to promote it on LinkedIn. You go to more, you click on events, and then you click on add an event. And this will be automatically sent to all your connections. You don't have to do anything. I mean, it will just, an email will be sent to all your connections just because you're creating a new event. So this is a really, really good way to reach a lot of people with very little effort. The tactic number 11 is to link your blog and your LinkedIn profile together. So if you have a WordPress blog, you can set it up so every time you post a new blog post to your blog, that gets automatically posted to your LinkedIn page. And the way you do this is you go to more and then WordPress and just follow the steps from there. Tactic number 12, meet with people in person. When you go to your connections, you can search, but you can also browse by locations. So, for example, I live in Portland, so I click on Portland and I meet people who live where I live. But I also travel around the country a lot. So, for example, if I had a trip to New York next week, I will click here on the New York link, and I'll look for people in New York. And I'll browse through some profiles, and I'll find, maybe 2 or 3 interesting people that I would like to meet in person. So this is a really good way to find people in a given location. Tactic number 13 is to promote your profile. And this is how I promote mine. On my business cards, in my email signature, on my blog, and on my website. So I have my link on my business cards and in my email signature, and I have a little LinkedIn icon on my blog and on my website. And you can do the same thing. And finally, the last tactic number 14, is to use the LinkedIn advertising program. Again, very few people know about this, but LinkedIn has a really awesome advertising program. It's a pay-per-click type program, so you'll be paying only every time someone clicks on one of your ads. And the cost per click is not very low. It's usually between $2.50 and $5 per click. So if you're used to Google AdWords, this is going to be a lot more expensive. But here's why I love it so much. For example, you can target CEOs in companies between 1,000 and 5,000 employees that are located in the United States and that are over 55 years old. I mean, you can get very, very specific. And the more specific you get, the higher your chances to convert your traffic into paying customers or clients. Okay, well, that's it. Yeah, I told you it was short, but hopefully you got a lot of value and a lot of really good ideas. That's my contact information, my phone number, email, the link to my blog, and links to my Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook profiles. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm the CEO of theoutsourcingcompany.com. We're an online marketing agency, and we basically provide our clients with 2 different services. One is search engine optimization, so we help them rank #1 on Google, and social media marketing, so we promote them on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And because it's Christmas time, I have a Christmas gift for you. This is actually for only one person. I want to give away a month of free, it could be either free SEO, search engine optimization, or free social media marketing. And these are campaigns we charge $1,500 a month for, but I'm going to give one away for free, and there are no strings attached. So you don't have to commit to anything. You don't have to pay. It's very straightforward. It's 1 month of completely free marketing for you. And because I'll be paying this out of my own pocket, I can only afford to do it for one person. And we have 350 people now on the call. So I guess I'm going to get a lot of emails. So just shoot me an email to this email address, zeke@theoutsourcingcompany.com. Let me know that you want the free month of marketing services. And I'll put all the names in a bag, and I'll just pick a random name, and I'll get back to you if you're the winner. Okay. And this is where you can download the slides from. bit.ly/ZEKE-LinkedIn. Okay, so I'll give you guys some time so you can write that down. And let's have the questions now. We're using the GoToWebinar tool. So on the right side of your screen, usually you'll find the software, and there's a little box that says questions. So please just type in the questions, and I'll be answering them for you. Okay. Someone someone's asking, when you start a new LinkedIn discussion, if you're directing those questions to a specific person or to the whole group. And the answer is that's to the whole group. You're starting a discussion, and every member of that group can participate and answer that question. And sometimes it's really interesting how everything starts with your questions, but your conversation just goes, to a completely different direction. So yeah, I mean, you start a discussion and everybody in that group can participate. Marley is asking me if the webinar video is going to be on my blog. Yeah. It usually takes about an hour for the video conversion to be done. So yeah, in about an hour, 2 hours, that's going to be on my blog. Alexander is asking me for the links to the slides again. So here you go. Zaid is asking me if I prefer LinkedIn or Facebook for marketing. That's a very tough question. I like both for different reasons. LinkedIn is more of a business network, so if you're in a B2B industry, it's probably the way to go. If you want to target